Hey guys, sorry I've been away for a long time. When Bernie dropped out, I kind of lost motivation to do like the weekly updates about the election drama. I was just like, do I care anymore? Not really. Like this hellscape. I don't know. So much has happened. So much has happened. So much politicity to talk about. But I'm just gonna start off with the last thing that made me mad. And that thing would have to be this fucking Big Brother Orwellian ass shit. This bill that failed in the Senate by 1 point. This bill that was supposed to limit the government's reach and make sure they can't read our emails and our fucking search history. That bill failed. A bill that would have protected us from internet surveillance. They needed 60 votes and they got 59. Every time there's some kind of crisis, the government starts like sneaking in authoritarian shit. With 9/11, instantly. Now, this pandemic, there seems to be a lot of these authoritarian measures all over the world being implemented. It's like everyone's distracted, quick, Big Brother time. And also, hello bootlickers. I know there'll be some bootlickers in the comments, so we're just gonna call them out real quick. These people who think, oh, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. This was actually my mentality years ago. Like, why would somebody care if the government's spying on you? Just don't do anything wrong. Cringe. Okay, let's just get some dude. Let's just get some, like, CIA, FBI, NSA dude to sit in the corner of your kitchen while you and your wife have dinner. Just go ahead and talk to your wife like normal. Who cares if he's sitting there? Who cares? You're not gonna do anything illegal or bad, are you? So why do you care if he's sitting there and listening to you? So I posted this on Twitter, like 2 days ago. On the screen, what you're looking at right now is all the yeas. All the yeas up there are the people who want to protect you from government overreach. So read those names. Fucking Warren's on there. There are a few names on there. Ted Cruz is on there. And on the bottom there are the nays. Those are the people who hate the Fourth Amendment. Remember those names. I will link this picture in the description. Tell me if you see your senator from your state on there. Feel free to talk about the people who fucking hate us. But there are also people who didn't show up to vote. And one of those people who didn't show up to vote was none other than Bernard Sanderson. Now, this is infuriating. One of the things I really like about Bernie is how he's very anti-government overreach. His history, his voting history, he voted against the Patriot Act. He actually wants to abolish the Patriot Act completely to make sure the government and corporations cannot spy on anybody without a warrant. He also wants to get rid of the AI facial technology shit. Extremely based, we love it. This means that Bernie would have voted yes if he showed up, which means the bill would have passed. Because of his policies, because of his history, because we know for a fact that he would have voted yes on this bill, he could have pushed it over to passing, yet he didn't show up. What is the excuse? What is the excuse, Bernie? Do you have an excuse? I know like a bunch of white knights for him. A lot of Bernie fans were like, well, maybe he didn't want to catch like COVID. A lot of the people that showed up are also old. Like, buy a damn hazmat suit, Bernie. Like, show the fuck up. What are you doing? So, Tulsi actually called him out on this. She subtweeted him. I could tell that she's pissed about that because Tulsi is just as passionate about government overreach. And, oh, that's another thing. So, when I posted this to Twitter, there was a bunch of conservatives that don't even follow me that showed up, and they were like, of course Bernie did it. You know, he's a socialist. Of course he... Look at all those socialists. Fucking Trump is pro-Patriot Act and Bernie isn't. Please sit down. 27 conservatives voted no and 10 Democrats voted no. Which still is a really big number. Like, what are you doing? I'm sure they hate Trump and they probably like call Trump like, oh, he's a fascist, like, oh, he's a terrible person, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure they all say that. Yet here they are voting to give him more power. Make it make sense. But yeah, I don't know what Bernie's doing. Maybe he's too busy with the task force. If you guys don't know what the task force is, it's basically this dumb, half-ass, pathetic gift that Bernie has given us. Force. Nobody knows what the hell it is. But he's like, oh, we're assembling a task force to, you know, try to push Biden more left. Bernie's new slogan needs to be consistently disappointing. The fact that Bernie didn't show up to vote for it is really disappointing. Like, he hasn't said why he didn't. Maybe he will come out with a statement. Maybe it will be a legitimate excuse. Press X to doubt. We're both mad and disappointed.